Hello again, it's Vernon at Improve My World. One or two people have said to me, you talk about co-creating, I don't quite understand what that means. Well, let me explain it in a different way. Just view it as editing. You're an editor. You are editing your life all the time. You're interpreting the world through your perception of what it is. And that perception comes from your experiences, the past, what people have told you, what they haven't told you, or what you've read, or what you've seen on social media, or what you've seen on the TV, or whatever. You're constantly editing your world. And because we're all individuals, and because we all have different experiences from the past, we're always interpreting the world in a different way. So what is the real world? It's actually a world of our imagination. And in that respect, we're creating our world all the time through our imagination. We're editing it in the way we wish to edit it. Because some of us do it consciously. A lot of us don't do it consciously at all. We're interpreting things by the way in which we've been conditioned. We've been told to think of people in this way, to think of groups in this way, to see almost anything in a particular way. So we create these prejudices and these biases all the time. But they don't necessarily do us any good. In fact, a lot of the time they don't. And we narrow down our world through this editing process. Now, of course, like any editor, you can be broader in spectrum. You can say, hold on, these thoughts, I don't want them anymore. They don't serve me anymore. So I can change them. So what are you doing? You're co-creating. You are the creator of your own world. Now, linked to that, there's a thought I'd like to just leave with you, which is that whatever it is you focus on, you will attract. Right? It's just, that's how it is. So if you focus on things which are predominantly negative, you don't like this is bad news, these are bad people, this is a bad religion, this is whatever, right? If you focus on that, you will create a world which is predominantly negative. I mean, it stands to reason. Your mind is filled with these mental models and with self-talk that is predominantly negative. So you're creating a pretty negative world. And it ends up being a rather mediocre world, because how can you enjoy life when it's filled with negativity? So focus on positive things. Focus on the beauty of life. See, people talk about the weather and say, oh, it's raining. I'm glad it's raining. Without the rain, we wouldn't have these magnificent trees. We wouldn't have this grass. We wouldn't be able to feed ourselves. Just start with thinking about the weather and listen to your self-talk. Oh, it's too hot or it's too cold. Whoa. No, it's as it is. It's lovely. It's wonderful. And we need that blend. We are very fortunate in the UK that we have a very moderate climate. Yes, we have some extremes from time to time, but quite frankly, compared to most places in the world, we are wonderfully rich in a varied weather pattern. And actually our life is wonderfully rich if we just start thinking of it differently. The beauty of life is that it is vast. It is impossible to reach its limit. Like the universe, it's constantly expanding as long as we allow it to. So focus on the beauty of life. Focus on kindness. Focus on doing good things to people. All you have to do is smile. That's all it takes. And you'll make somebody else's life just a little bit better by seeing your smile, or hearing you just say good morning or hello, how are you, And as long as you do that as a genuine thing and not as a forced thing, you're helping other people. Be generous. Be compassionate. People aren't all the same. They have their own stories. They have their own difficulties to deal with. Be mindful of that. Be conscious of that. And then you'll find that as you focus on positive things, the enjoyment of life, you change your life from a predominantly mediocre one filled with negativity to one that is predominantly joyful, with just occasional moments of sadness. So have a lovely day, enjoy life, remember these two things: you're the editor of your life, and you focus on whatever it is you want. So I suggest you focus on a positive, and then you'll have a positive life. Have a lovely day. Bye.